This is Sharon representing Irresistible Masks, and I just received my mask templates to make the Olson masks. I've been making my masks with cardboard templates, but the problem with the cardboard templates is that I keep slivering off the edges. So this is my originals, and cutting the templates with a X-Acto knife wasn't really fun. So I've worn mine out, and I was due to make another one, and I've slivered off a lot of the edges because I just accidentally did that. These are all kind of eaten up, but it's nice when everything all comes together. This is the Olson mask that these templates make, and there's the pocket, a filter pocket. Now I only need one pocket, so you only have to make one set of the cheek and the mouth part. Let me take this off. So this basically comes together like that, and this is the other part. Ultimately, you'll be making two, a left and a right side, or a front and back. So you're going to fold your fabric pretty sides together is ideal, because if you fold it pretty sides together, then you're already set to go when you want to sew on this curve. And then you're going to need one more for the inside, because you only need to have one pocket. Let's see, my phone is ringing. Hello? So, anyway, what I was going to be working on myself is the cutting of the cheek template, and I'll demonstrate how I cut and use up a lot of the fabric. I have very little waste. Once I cut these pieces out, I will be turning the edges in on both sides, so they're really nice and clean once you put them together. They're gonna go the bottom part, which is the cheek part. This goes towards the ear, and this goes toward the face. This is where the nose is. So if you examine the shape, you're gonna figure it out pretty quickly. Or at least if you make a lot of masks like I've been, after about 100 of them, you'll figure it out. So anyway, I'm about ready to cut another strip of fabric. So I folded it, and I'm using this to kind of match my my ruler, and then I will make my cut. It's good to have a nice fresh blade. I did buy some kind of generic blades, and I discovered how bad they were. So I learned my lesson. I am only going to purchase Fiskars blades. from now on because they cut really nicely. So I will actually stack these. So now I'm going to have 8 layers of fabric. I'm going to see how well this does. I'm pretty sure it's going to do okay. Now I might put some little like little sandpaper dots on both sides to prevent me from slipping, but let's see how I do. All right, I'm going to turn this around. What I love is that these nest perfectly together if you have this template. And without it, it's just not fun. So now I'm going to put this, and by the way, it cuts 8 layers with a breeze. I think that of course it helps that my blade is still pretty sharp. I don't remember how many I've cut. I'm not putting too much pressure on it because the blade is still pretty new. Oops, I've got to turn this around. I can feel one hair. If I had a green mat, it'd be really helpful. I have one somewhere. I just don't know what I did with it right now. Oh, I think it's in storage. And it also helps to put some pressure where I'm going to cut. Beautiful. All right, look at that. Look at how many I put together and look at how perfect they are. What I'll do is when I'm sewing these chain, have the pointy side, the extra pointy side. It's not exact because it's supposed to fit this way, but the pointy side I think points to the face. And then what I'll do is I'll fold this down and fold it one more time, take it to the sewing machine, and I will chain a whole bunch of these all at once so that all of my cheek pieces are ready to be sewn. But I'm not going to do that quite yet. Let me finish cutting the rest of these strips so I'll have plenty of these cheek parts ready to go when I'm assembling a ton of masks. I also made the decision to just use all white for the lining for the face part because my orders are coming in so prolifically that having the lining consistent means that I can just have a bunch of these ready so that I can make whatever particular fabric the customer wants. Like maybe they want their brights, or maybe they want a masculine color. So look at how easy it is to make these. These are like so much fun to do it with the template. You're going to want to have these. I mean, really, it just makes the cutting part so much easier. I think in a separate video I will demonstrate cutting the other pieces. It's really basically all the same. It's really important just to have a nice sharp blade, and I really prefer a nice small rotary wheel because they turn better. I mean, really, you don't want to have a monstrous wheel to go around the curves. I had such little waste. It's really fantastic. Look at the stack I have of that. That just makes the making of them so much better. So I don't have enough, but I cut from the end to the fold so that I can unfold these, and I can get a few more pieces from this fabric. So I'm really kind of utilizing this fabric as much as possible. I went out and bought the AccuQuilt and the Olson template, and I'm not very good at it, but what I don't like about that is that there's a lot of preparation that's involved in order to use it, and I wasted. Right now I have so many orders that are due coming to me. I'm not going to take that call right this second, but I will later. There's 4 layers here. And I don't know if there's enough space for this. Not quite. So what I'm going to use this for is I'm going to salvage this, because I'm going to be able to make my nose wire. I'm going to use this to fold the pipe cleaner, because that's what I'm using right now is pipe cleaners. The other nose wires that I have, which are flat and have sticky in them, are coming, but they're not here yet, and I don't want my customers to wait. So I'm going to use this as leftovers. Here's my pipe cleaners that I've already trimmed to 3 inches, and I've turned the ends in. Use my crimper to take the edge off, but what I'll do is I'll fold this in here like this. I actually even make another fold, and I sew in the end so that that pipe cleaner doesn't wiggle around, because that happens. I'm not going to save all this material. I'll probably trim off just a little bit so that it just fits like a pocket that I'll be sewing on the inside, but that's for another demonstration. Anyway, that's my demo for cutting just the cheek part, but I think you might have gotten a lot of other tips. And this is to start using the templates for the Olson face mask with filter pocket. And you can find them on irresistiblemasks.com. Thanks.